circular underground space. A repurposed septic tank, the incubator. Above, the halo of diffused light highlights the whitewashed cinder block walls, each block perfectly shaped in a symbiotic connection to the next curved one. No mortar necessary, the ancient stone masonry perfected in the sandy soil of Egypt.
Each hole has a particular story to tell, peculiar to its position in the pecking order, as with those beneath me, for instance, at the lowly base, where human excrement always congeals.
And in Provincetown.
P-Town, where we're from, you and I.
Anna now and Anna then.
One and the same.
But in different times.
You the then and I the now.
And here in P-Town.
Each hole has a story to tell.
It's cool and still. My head barely pops above ground onto the rooftop sundown. Jesus' arms open in a gesture of inclusion, warm and loving.
Ha, Jesus.
An aging, fading Portuguese wand statue, peering down at me, loving me.
Seemingly. My research has shown that early in the last century, flush toilets became a status symbol. Each septic flush of the toilet signified progress, dignity, and a more perfect control over one's significance in the world. A reassurance in a civilized society to distance ourselves from our animal lineage.
Yankee ingenuity has perfected the circular chamber with equal pressure all around, rendering the walls immovable. No granules creep in. Each block has a leaching hole.
But despite this attempt at control, as my Uncle Jay has shown, each hole has a story to tell, and more often than not, that hole reveals a truth that some struggle to keep hidden, shame and shelter.
The leaching holes leading to the sandy earth maintain control over what is allowed in and what is allowed out. And
that is the problem.
Here, tonight, in this abandoned septic tank, I find refuge. My body moves slowly in this subterranean space, animating it with my breath and pulsing blood. I treasure this hidden tomb, this small, encapsulated cocoon.
Medicated atonement for hysteria.
A gradual curative for amnesia, a lost history.
Melancholia.
A meditative bunker, a small pillow.
Neurasthenia. Victims all of obsolescence.
Obsolescence?
Yes.
Whose? On the sandy earth, a slight breeze descends through the skylight above and activates the weathered chime. That is me.
We two, you and I, must work together to reconcile ourselves.
With our story?
Yes.
Why?
As a psychoarchaeologist raised on Cape Cod, the detritus and organic and inorganic matter that I dig up are part of my field research and include the full span of Anna and Anna.
A vehicle to understanding our primeval selves?
Yes.
No, thank you.
There's a reason that I'm up here and you're down there.
Oh, really?
One evacuates, the other... What is it you do, exactly?
I shelter, I digest, I read. For instance, at this moment, I'm reading a book Uncle Jay gave me, The Island of Blue Dolphins.
Our persistent drive to separate ourselves from our evolutionary past, our isolationist struggle to survive imposed ordeals.
If you wish, but it's Uncle Jay who provided me this safe haven with his love of literature and his love of the earth. This acoustically hushed space to hide,
to heal, where he learned to listen to the memory of his sister.
And you, psychoarchaeologist, what is it you do?
I asked that we did, not to isolate, but to reach out, to move beyond our culturally cultivated neurocystic impulse, one part neurotic, one part narcissistic, burying ourselves in immediate gratification.
But it's you who won't shit or get off the shitter. You sit there refusing to act.
I act, and I move.
A private act.
For the public. But you, in your meditative bunker, inhabiting the earthen refuge, become one of the guarded, soothing yourself with consumption.
One of the despoiled?
Yes.
But I am watched too, hold in the ground.
Yes, and every hole has its story. Genes from our lowly primate ancestors.
We are all part Neanderthal?
Yes.
Which part? The excavated, the meditative?
Well, they equally...
No.
Yes, they both equally share their own mythological proportions. That girl is pretty as a heifer. Do you remember?
Stop!
That girl is pretty as a heifer, was it not?
Stop!
And deforest her, deflower her, defrack her, was it not?
No!
Was it not?
Yes!
And we have a link, folks. A performative link. Performative, I say, because we are watched. Just as they did then. Just as they did to Mother.
Yes, they watched. They watch even now.
And they struggle to understand how they're implicated. But they are implicated. You are implicated, you observers from both the now and the past. The victors and the defeated, the consumers and the consumed, the bystander, the profiteer, the fucker.
Yes,
We have
an evolutionary link with them and with the mythical creatures of land and sea.
the buffalo, a quadruped like the heifer and the whale.
But never self-beached.
But Mother did. And now ensconced at the tip of Cape Cod, this heifer has long eyelashes and is a feminine beauty.
Just like our mother.
And her traditional mode of offering
When not dancing.
is 2 mirrors, one to revel in her beauty,
And the other for her companion's gaze and crimping. She was
forever on display, public display, just as we are now.
performing for a public who saw her. Me. Who saw me only as a toy. A whole with a story to tell.
Yes,
Just as they watch now.
yes. And remember what happened to her, to Mom.
She also holed up
Isolated
until she shot herself.
consumed. But you can walk out.
From Uncle Jay's protection.
You must.
And emerge from the incubator. Into the above ground.
Yes. And he will be there with you, in spirit, with the island of blue dolphins, the survivor who returns. Anna then becomes Anna now.
We two together.
Yes.
Anna and Anna as one.
Integrated. If not, you follow her path, remain interred, and I blip out of existence. You can do it. You must. Save us. Don't let Uncle Jay's efforts go to waste.
Goodbye to the incubator at 7 Carnes Lane. A toast from above the ground. To Mom, to me, reintegration.
What are you watching? Uncle Jay asked, have we lost our desire for eternity? So I ask you, have we? The survivor must fight for survival. The consumer consumes. Which will you be? Survivor or consumer? So often the Jesus is depicted with arms open like this, but have you asked yourself, really asked what it means? Shit or get off the shitter, vulgarity and voyeurism, guilty pleasures. Just what are you watching? Consumer, consumer, consumer. And what are you going to do? Watch while she is raped?